Homegrown alligator, see you later. Gotta hit the road, gotta hit the road. The sun ain't changed in the atmosphere, architecture.
Hello and welcome to this year's first episode of Otter Update.
We're excited to share some great stories with you today.
I'm your host, Chase Jensen.
And I'm Jared Hoos.
Jarrett, it seems as though that we skipped straight from summer to winter. Where'd fall go?
I don't know. It went by real fast, but at least we didn't miss all the fall sports action. Let's take a look at all the extracurricular activities this fall.
Senior reporter Robert Sewell here with
Emma Norgard, Lily Pearson.
So Lily, what is your guys' current record this year?
We are 3-12 right now.
All right. Emma, what are some of the goals for the rest of the season?
To play more mentally tough.
All right. Lily, what would you say is one of your favorite moments so far this volleyball season?
I would just say like the bus rides coming back from games with all the teammates. It's pretty fun.
Emma, what would you say is one of your favorite moments so far this season?
Probably during captain's practice, I was driving the jet ski and I killed Lily off of the tube.
All right, so Lily, what would you say is one of your guys' goals going into the postseason?
For playoffs, we just want to get farther than we did last year and just keep improving each time we play. State!
Senior reporter Robert Sewell here with
Matthew Ayler.
So Matthew, I understand you're in cross country, is that correct?
Yeah, it is. I'm one of the boys' captains.
Awesome. So how would you say the season is going for you guys at this point?
Yeah, it's going really well. Our team's gotten a lot better this year where everyone's dropping a lot of time and it's just going really well.
That's good. So how would you say the season's going for you at this point as an individual?
Really well. Like my times at the same meets in previous years, I've just been running a lot faster this year and it's just looking a lot better.
That's awesome. All right, well, thank you for the interview, Matthew.
Yeah, no problem.
Senior reporter Robert Sewell here with
Bauer Roggelstead.
So Bauer, I understand you're on the Otters football team, is that correct?
That is correct, Robert.
Bauer, what position do you play?
I play right guard on offense and defensive end on defense.
It's pretty cool. How's your team doing so far this year?
We had a pretty shaky start, but we're starting to pick it up lately.
That's good. What would you say are some of the team's goals for the rest of the regular season?
We like to take it 1 week at a time, so just try to win every game once a week, so 1-0 every week.
Awesome. So what would you say then would be some of the team's goals going into the postseason or the playoffs?
Win it all, baby state championship, roll hard.
Yes, sir. All right, thanks for the interview, Bauer.
You're welcome, Robert.
Senior reporter Robert Sewell here with
Jaden McKeever,
Sophie Rausch, Maddie Eklund.
So Jaden, what's your guys' current record this year for girls soccer?
5-7-2.
So Maddie, what is your favorite memory so far this year?
When we just beat EGF 4-2.
All right, can you tell me about that game a little bit?
We just came out strong and played our game and had a lot of fun.
All right, so Sophie, what would you say are some of the goals this far in the season and for the rest of the season?
Our goal every year is to always get farther in the playoffs than we did last year. So hopefully we can beat EGF this year if we play them. Otherwise, just get as far as we can.
Awesome.
Senior reporter Isaac Buchanan with
Senior Mitchell Tennyson.
So Mitchell, you play soccer, correct?
Yeah.
How's the team looking this year?
We're looking pretty good. Don't have the wins we want, but injuries have put us behind a little bit, and we get to the net, but we're not able to put the ball in the net and can't finish. I guess if we fix that problem, we'd be looking better. But I'd say this year we're looking pretty good.
Sounds about right. What position do you play?
I play center mid.
Interesting. Do you have any plans to play soccer after high school?
No, after high school, I don't think I'm going to do really any sports. I think I'm just going to go out tech for my 2 year in law enforcement and call it good.
This has been your senior reporter, Isaac Buchanan, with Mitchell Tennyson. Thank you, Mitchell.
Thanks, Dad.
Senior reporter Matthew Erlandson here with the boys soccer captains. So, Titus, how's the season going so far?
It's going okay. We've had, unfortunately, quite a bit of losses, but a lot of those games have been really close ties or really close losses, but we're looking forward to get hot at the end of the season for playoffs.
Sounds great. Sam, so what is your favorite game this year?
I'd say my favorite game this year was when we played Hillcrest the second time. The final score was 2-3, but it was like really intense. Everything was just like our team was clicking. Everyone's just intensity was at just a whole new level, and I hope we carry that on to playoffs. And we ended up losing out of like a last-minute PK, which was very controversial. But yeah, that was a really fun game.
Cannot agree with that anymore. So, Seth, what has been your favorite goal of the season?
I would say my favorite goal is Matthew Niblock's nutmeg on the keeper.
That was a dirty goal. All right, and that's it for our interview. Thank you guys for coming out.
Senior reporter Isaac Buchanan with
Matthew Niblock.
So, Matthew, you play soccer, correct?
Absolutely.
So, Matthew, what position do you play?
I play in the midfield.
Nice. What's your favorite memory so far?
Oh, just the bus rides. They're so much fun. Just the boys booling.
Correct. So, Matthew, with such a big senior class this year, how do you think the seasons are going to go in the future?
You know, they're going to be tough, but we're grinders out there, so.
All right, this has been Isaac Buchanan with
Nibs.
Thank you, Nibs.
No problem.
Senior reporter Matthew Erlandson here with Julia Swanson. So, Julia, how's the swimming season going so far?
It's been going really good. It's a lot of fun. The girls are fun, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So, how many seniors are in swimming this year?
There are 5 seniors and 4 swimmers and 1 diver.
It's a pretty big class. So, how do you think sections are going to go this year?
Good. We still have like a month until sections, but things are going good now. Working really hard for November. We have a lot of close competition, and hopefully we'll be able to pull out first or second so that we can go to state.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, thank you for the interview, Julia. Senior reporter Matthew Erlandson here with Emma Kakeritz. How are you doing, Emma?
I'm doing good.
That's good. Emma, how's the swimming season going so far?
Pretty good. I've set new personal records in my backstroke and my 50 free.
That's good. So, Emma, what races do you do?
I do the 200 free relay, the 100 back, the 50 free, and the 200 medley relay.
What is your favorite race?
The 100 backstroke.
Sounds like fun. Well, thank you for the interview, Emma.
Yes, thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm here with Mr. Johnson. He's the director of the play this year. So tell us, how long have you been directing?
I've been directing at KSS for 5 years, 6 years, and before that I was a technical director for the musicals under Low Carpenter.
The original film, The Wizard of Oz, came out about 79 years ago today. So tell us, how are you planning to make the show new and refreshing?
With theater, it's always new and fresh. You always have new actors. Even though the script may be the same, the capabilities of the show are different. So the wizard in one show will never be the same as the wizard in another show. We try to make it as fun as possible for everybody, the actors, the audience. If we're having a good time, generally the audience is having a good time, and that's what we go for. Sure.
So tell us about the set.
The set this year is going to be significant. Well, our plans are right now is to run a 12-foot tall by 24 to 36-foot wide painted backdrop of the Kansas landscape. Over that, we will be dropping other very large painted backdrops that are being done by Mrs. Delaney and her art class and some other students that we have working on tech. And those will be enormous as well. Actually, my favorite part about this show is how much the cast already loves it. The Wizard of Oz doesn't matter how old you are, The Wizard of Oz is part of your childhood. The fact that everybody who's in it is super excited to be in it because it's what they saw when they were a kid. And I was super excited because it was what I saw when I was a kid, and everybody kind of has that in common, and it really keeps things fun and energetic.
Senior reporter Tyson back with
Allie Nicolason.
So Allie, how long have you been being the tech director for the plays for?
About 6 years.
All right. How many people do you normally need to make a set?
Well, it would be super great to have 20 plus people, but it turns out to have a small army of 7 to 10. I have a pretty amazing crew, so we end up being able to make it work, and we start right when the actors start, so it takes us about 2.5 months to make the set.
All right. I heard there's also 2,000 square feet of paint used to make the set. Is that true?
There's a lot of paint used, especially for The Wizard of Oz this fall. We're partnering with the art department with the new teacher, Mrs. Delaney, and she is making it part of her class to paint the set. So we'll have really awesome backdrops this year. So we're really excited.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
If only I had a brain.
Jace, I don't think you ever had a brain.
Well, Jarrett, that's actually from The Wizard of Oz, which I'm very excited to go to opening night.
Oh, you want to go with me?
Sorry, Jarrett. I already have a hot date.
Well, on to the next topic. So, have you noticed a strange smell around the school?
Yes, Jarrett, actually I have. I think it's from, so was it the smoke machine? Vaping? Is that what that? Vaping. Vaping, Jarrett. It's from vaping.
Oh, well, let's take a look more into vaping and the T21 campaign.
Junior reporter Logan Bachman here with
Mr. Tilkey.
All right, so rumor has it that Kennedy is gonna get some nicotine sensors in the bathroom.
Well, that would be a rumor at this point. I do know that schools in certain areas of the country have gone to some sort of device that can be used in a bathroom or an area that can't typically be monitored by camera supervision. And so nicotine sensors are one way to try and monitor those spaces without invading privacy. But at this time, we have no plans or anything in place that's going to be putting any nicotine sensors in bathrooms or locker rooms or anywhere of that nature.
All right. Has Kennedy thought about getting nicotine sensors before?
You know, with the current trend in, adolescent and teen use with, the vaping devices, it's something that certainly is discussed and at times could be something that we could consider. But, right now we are using the current systems that we have in place with just student monitoring and using our communication and relationships with kids to try to be more proactive than reactive.
That's awesome. Do you think vaping is a problem here at Kennedy?
Honestly, that's probably a question we could ask our students more so than the adults, just because they're the eyes and ears of the school. We talk about that in the conversations that we have. To the best of my knowledge, it's something that obviously has become more and more prevalent, especially with the new technology that's out there and with the access that kids have. And so with those layers added in, it's certainly something that we've seen an increase and a spike as far as student reporting, even self-reporting when you have conversations with kids that there are things going on around the school and in their personal lives outside of school related to the vaping and the e-cigarette use. And certainly something that we're concerned about because we don't know the long-term effects. We know in the short term that these devices do contain, carcinogens and things like that that are not healthy, and they're highly addictive with the nicotine content. But beyond that, we just don't have a good handle on what the long-term ramifications will be. So we're certainly monitoring that, working with our students to try to make sure we're educating them in the proper fashion, and hopefully, as I mentioned earlier, being proactive with the idea that we do know it's something that's part of the teen culture right now.
All right, thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Okay, junior reporter Molly here with
Mrs. Erickson.
Mrs. Erickson, what are your thoughts on teen vaping?
Well, I'm a little discouraged by the numbers of teen vaping because they have gone way up, and it's all about the coolness and not the consequences. Smoking numbers were going way down until the vape pens came out. I guess my thought about it is it's still liquid nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive substance that we know is harmful for us. So no matter what, it's not just vape or it's not just water vapors in the air. It's liquid nicotine, and it's bad.
Do you have any advice for any kids that are vaping in school and whatnot?
My advice would be, could we just find a different way to be cool? There's just so many other ways to be cool. There's not one single positive message or anything that comes out of nicotine. So we have to find other ways to be cool.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
This is senior reporter Mackenzie Sowers here with.
Hi, my name's Diane Thorson, the Public Health Director for Otter County.
So, Diane, what is the T21 campaign?
The T21 campaign is about decreasing the ease of access to electronic cigarettes, tobacco, vaping devices for persons who are under the age of 21.
Okay, so is this campaign being done anywhere else besides here?
It is being done. There's several different cities that have taken on this issue, most of them around the metropolitan area, a couple of them outstate. When we began this campaign, I believe there were 11 cities that had adopted. Since we've started doing the work and having our public hearings and stuff, 2 additional cities have adopted ordinances to restrict youth access to tobacco products as well.
So, how long do you think it will take to get a solid answer on whether or not it will be established?
Well, we'll have our first indication of that next week.
Well, thank you for your time.
And thank you for asking. I'm glad you're interested in this topic.
I think the T21 ordinance is a great idea because, first of all, tobacco is very bad for you, and second of all, right now you can buy it when you're 18, and about a fourth of our high schoolers, the senior class, they're 18 years old, so it's so easy for younger high schoolers and middle schoolers to get a hold of these harmful products. And if you raise the age to 21, not very many people in high school or middle school have connections with 21-year-olds, so I think the T21 ordinance is a great idea.
I personally think that the Tobacco 21 campaign is kind of stupid, I guess, because at 18, we're allowed to vote for government officials and we're allowed to enlist in the military, but still we're not mature enough to buy tobacco or even buy alcohol for that matter.
Tobacco 21, yeah, I'm all for it. There's no reason that we shouldn't raise the age limit to that. The less people that smoke and the harder it is to get tobacco at a young age, the better off I think we'll all be.
So why do I think the ordinance is a good idea? Well, we have learned a long time ago that tobacco products themselves are very harmful against us. And for people, they don't understand truly right now why the vape products are bad, and that's really what we're trying to do is teach young people why they're bad so we can hopefully help them from mistakes later in their life.
So Chase, inhaling metal particles into your lungs does not sound like a very good idea.
No, it does not, Jarrett. Keep it classy, KSS.
You know what's classy? Coffee.
Coffee.
And tacos.
Tacos?
Coffee and tacos.
All right. Well, let's take a look at where to find the best coffee and tacos in this beautiful town of ours.
Chase Jensen and Jarrett, who's here with our first latte review, latte history.
Well, you know, I usually wake up and make myself a good cup of coffee in the morning. Drink coffee pretty regularly. You know.
We're going to be judging our lattes off cup design, off latte quality, and coffee shop atmosphere. Right?
This is about the worst coffee I've ever had. Like, I'm not sure I'll have to come to this place again.
My thoughts are, now I'm a very regular coffee drinker, so I love the cup design. As you can see here, it's beautiful. If heaven was a drink, I would describe it as this latte right here, folks?
I'd more describe this latte as well.
I'd say the atmosphere is good.
Yeah, it's quite nice. You got a nice fire right here. Nice warm. Nice comfy chairs.
I'd say 4.5 out of 5.
Taste of this coffee really brought it down. I'm saying like a 2.
2. All right, back with our second review of our latte series. We're here at Callie's this time.
Really looking forward to it because I don't know if it could get much worse. So I'm hoping they got something good for us today.
Yeah, the atmosphere. I think it's wonderful.
It's very nice. A little bit older style, but I don't know. I like that kind of stuff.
Very comfy, very warm. You know, just perfectly good. Feels like you're right at home.
Yeah. And then with me, I got the to-go mug. It's just a traditional coffee cup with coffee on the side. But you know what I'm really liking? I'm liking the football that they put on the top.
Yes.
That really is good.
Support the boys.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to go rinse front mouth. So this is that.
Alright. It was a little bit more bitter than the Caribou coffee, but it was smoother.
I'm gonna go with a 2.1.
2.1, 4.7 today. It's Jensen and Jared, who's here with our third review of our latte series. We're at McDonald's here today. Jared, what are your thoughts on the place?
Pretty nice. They were just like average restaurant place.
It's McDonald's.
Nothing special.
Yeah, you get what you expect. Let's get right into it. It's average, just what you'd expect from McDonald's. You know, cup design basic, flavor basic, bitter. Yeah. What you expect.
A contrast to the trivial, when every day you seem to feel like a stage scene in a photograph. But these pictures come to life when they're portraying you.
Bauer Oglestead here with
Cole Knudsen.
What will we be doing today, Cole?
Well, we're going to be eating tacos from Taco John's and Taco Bell.
Let's just get right into it, huh?
Might as well.
Now for the Taco Bell taco.
Here's the looks of the Taco Bell taco. So we're going to get started.
The shell does seem crispier, though,
It does,
right
for
off
sure.
the touch.
Mm-hmm. Shell's definitely crunchier.
Mm-hmm. Quality meat is definitely a decline.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Shell just kind of falls apart a little bit, too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how crunchy it is.
Now we will debrief on what we found out. So we have decided among ourselves that we believe that the Taco John's taco is overall better. And we believe that the price, although you have to pay a little bit extra, is worth for the quality of the taco. Would you agree, Cole?
Yes, for sure. Just all in all, much better taco at Taco John's for sure.
We will now be conducting some interviews to see which is better, Taco Bell or Taco John's. Let's go. Who wants to be interviewed? Senior reporter Cole Knudsen here with
Eric Trazer.
So, Eric, you a big fan of tacos?
No.
Senior reporter Cole Knudsen here with
Andrew Johnson.
So, Andrew, are you a big fan of tacos?
Yes.
What taco is better, the Taco Bell taco or the Taco John's taco?
I have to go with Taco John's. Senior reporter Bauer Oglestead here with
Deshaun.
So, Deshaun, do you like tacos? Which would you pick?
Taco John's.
Thanks, Brock.
Do you prefer Taco John's tacos or Taco Bell tacos?
Definitely Taco Bell.
There you have it, KSS. We'll see you in the next episode of KSS Food Reviews. Adios.
Jared, I take it that you don't like coffee very much.
No, not so much, but at least I know where to go get the best tacos now.
Well, KSS, we're going to leave you with a few student projects from our video productions class.
And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for more stories and projects.
That's all we have for you here today, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next month. Remember, KSS, keep it classy. Good night, America.
Hey, what's up, baby girl?
What's looking good looking?
I love you so much.
I love you too. Can I have a Dorito?
These are my Doritos.
But I'm starving. Is he dead?
Thank God, she's gone. What up, Chad? What's up? I just finessed this girl so hard, dude. Yeah. Cool. Dude, she was like all over me, and then I like faked my death, dude. It was hilarious. Dude, that's awesome. Dude, I need you to come to my funeral so like she thinks I'm actually dead, okay? Yeah. Yeah, please do. I would love nothing more. Alright. Bye. Bye.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Brad's brother. You want a Dorito?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. You want to go to Applebee's right now?
Yeah, just let me go get my purse.
Alright. Hey, man. Thanks for taking her off my hands.
Dude, you're so welcome.
I'll see you. I'm going to the Bahamas.
Alright, I'll maybe see you there.
See ya.
Dude, I'm starving.
Yeah, dude, you got anything to eat?
Yeah. I go upstairs and get some bananas or something. Yeah, do that. Here you go. Is that one? Is that one? I got you this black one. I didn't have anything else.
That's alright. I don't feel too good.
You good?
I'm gonna go get my banana hammock.
Dude, you alright?
Yeah, just give me a second. I'll be alright.